The film I chose for my final project is Get Out by Jordan Peele. I'll begin with a brief background on the director in the film. Jordan Peele is an American actor, comedian, writer, producer, and director. He is well known for being half of the comedy duo Key and Peele. In 2017, he made his directorial debut with the film Get Out. The film is a horror thriller that explores racial issues and social commentary in a unique and thought-provoking way. Get Out had a modest budget of around $4.5 million. However, it became a success at the box office, grossing over $255 million worldwide. The film's critical acclaim and commercial success marked Jordan Peele as a talented director in the horror genre. Chris and his girlfriend Rose go upstate to visit her parents for the weekend. At first, Chris reads the family's overly accommodating behavior as nervous attempts to deal with their daughter's interracial relationship, but as the weekend progresses, a series of increasingly disturbing discoveries lead him to a truth that he never could have imagined. Get Out is revolutionary for its bold approach to addressing systemic racism through the horror genre. It combines social commentary with elements of suspense, creating a film that is not only entertaining but also thought-provoking. The film's success paved the way for more diverse voices in horror and mainstream cinema, demonstrating that films can be both socially relevant and commercially successful. Jordan Peele's directorial debut marked a significant moment in cinema, displaying the potential for genre films to explore complex societal issues. Get Out is a groundbreaking film that skillfully combines horror, satire, and social commentary. It tackles issues of racism and exploitation with a fresh and unique perspective, blending elements of the supernatural with real-world fears as well as psychological. The film received widespread praise for its originality, smart writing, and the performances of its cast. Overall, I like how the film doesn't essentially begin as other horror movies would. It begins as an uneasy feeling that many Black people experience when being the only person of color in an occurrence or event. In Get Out, the feeling of something being off is the real horror, and we can see that with Chris's interactions with the white people who change the way they talk, their dialect around him, and with the Black people who don't really respond or interact with Chris as other Black people would, or other Black people he has been around. It's also interesting that Chris associates the strange things happening with the fault of the Black servants instead of associating it with the strangeness of the white family. There's a common Black American experience missing from the house help that makes things so uneasy for Chris. The greatest horror is the possibility that all the things that make us uneasy when being Black become true for Chris. Get Out subverts traditional horror and racial tropes. Instead of portraying people of color as victims, it flips the script by placing the protagonist, Chris Washington, played by Daniel Kaluuya, in a situation where he is exploited and oppressed by seemingly well-intentioned white characters. The film challenges and dismantles stereotypes, highlighting the insidious nature of racism in both subtle and overt ways. Specifically, when his phone is, an example of these stereotypes found in the film is specifically when his phone is unplugged and Chris assumes that Georgina, the Black woman who doesn't, a specific stereotype found within this film is when Chris's phone is found unplugged and he assumes that Georgina is a Black woman who doesn't like Black men dating white women, a common issue talked about within the Black community. And also that Walter is jealous of Chris for being with a white woman. While Get Out was widely celebrated, it's also faced some controversy. Some critics and viewers found the film's satire uncomfortable, while others believed it heightened racial tensions. However, most of the controversy was more about the uncomfortable truths the film presented than any inherent flaw in its execution. So overall, I think it was a good film, and it was really different compared to other horror films and other films starring Black creators and Black directors. And I liked how it kind of introduced the kind of inner and thoughts and feelings that Black people experience when being around white people or put in unusual situations, like specifically going camping or going up north in the woods, in the country, with, I guess, family you don't really know, people you don't really know very well, and the kind of fear that comes with that, like the fear that you can't really get out, or the fear that you're all alone and secluded in that area and you don't really know what's going on. And I like that overall theme of the film. Thank you for watching.